know that 100% of diabetic type 2 conditions are reversible almost immediately? You're going to hear Dr. Cousins, Anna Marie, and I speak about our deep experience with this. I don't work with type 2 diabetics who do what we say, that they don't make themselves better. And it's a major multi-billion-dollar industry. Billions of dollars. You're diabetic, it's the rest of your life you're going to take the medicine. Complete bullshit. 100% of people can recover from that stuff. Let's do another study. Forget the studies. How many people have to get better before you know it's right? Everyone wants to be an AK. Let's do more studies. They all are impressed with the studies they do. When the heck are we going to get with it? It's like those of you who call yourself religious. You can recite ritual and rhetoric, but you don't apply it in your life. That's what science is like today. No different than religion. It's like a new religion. The religion of science. Oi, let's sit and do science. You end up with losing a limb from cooking food. As Anna Maria pointed out, the latest studies surprised us. We thought that the only reason you got blood sugar conditions from eating animals, and it is one of the reasons, the fat from the fish or the chicken or the red meat or the pork covered the cell. So the sugar couldn't go in and get burned up. Now we realize that actually the animal fat creates a spike in insulin, 30 to 50% higher than carbohydrates like bread and pasta and potatoes. Listen to that. So I never just stopped at bread, pasta, and potato. I would slap meat on the bread. So I'm lucky I didn't get diabetes, right? Resolution. Consume fresh organic plant fare, high sprouts, which can be a minimum of 75% of your vegan diet. Now, how do you eat 75% sprout? You never ate a sprout. You juice them. That's what we do. People say, oh, is it better to eat it or juice it? Well, shit, I can take 5 pounds of sprouts and juice them and drink the thing like that. As long as I drink it. Don't you think that's better than 5 ounces? How many of you know 5 ounces are not as good as 5 pounds? Raise your hand. Now, you can't juice it and let it sit all day because you had the right juicer. That doesn't work. That's baloney. That's baloney too. Maximum nutrition, including phytonutrients, can be gained by consuming 24 to 36 ounces of raw green juice daily. If nothing else you learned from this conference that I'm giving today, please get a juicer, a proper juicer like the Norwalk or one of these juicers, and every single day take sprouts, and if you want to be a wussy, put more than just sprouts, cucumber, celery, leafy greens in it, and juice it. You're going to be transformed. We see it every week, every year, every decade since 1956. Take only plant-derived whole food supplements. My book, Supplements Exposed, show you. The original supplements were all plants. They ground them up. They put them into powders. People ate them. People got better. It reversed disease. As Linus Pauling said in 1968. Linus Pauling, every disease has a nutritional deficiency component to it. Not one disease, not any. We've been proving that clinically for 62 years. Fact, 80% of human disease is attributed to epigenetic lifestyles. Who told us that? Well, I can tell you that out of all the archives of science in my experience, but guess what? The National Institute of Health have told you that. The government of the United States Institute basically said 80% of diseases you create from lifestyle. But they don't go to the next step. They just provoke thought and do no action. Ritual and rhetoric. Ritual and rhetoric. The science of nothing, I call it. The dead-end science. The checkbook science. It's really used today more so as a sales ploy than it is really to get anywhere scientifically. Human survival depends upon embracing organic agriculture, exclusively consuming plant-based foods, and compassionate living with our fellow creatures. Now, all of you that have dogs and cats and still eat animals, shame on you. Shame on you. Why could you ever take that leap to the other side? Here you are kissing your dog. Some of you sleep in bed with your dog. You have cats all over the place. They have cat ladies. And you're out there eating chicken. Well, how many of you grew up, and I won't make you raise your hand, where you had raised animals and then you slaughtered them. I wasn't one of those people, but along the way I've met a lot of people that said, when I was a little girl, when I was a little boy, I became really friendly with the cow. And then I heard the cow scream and I could never eat meat after that. Maybe we ought to take all of you out to the slaughterhouse here for a day. Be an instant cure. If you don't have time to go to the slaughterhouse, look at the wonderful documentary film that I promise you will scare you out of consuming animals, called Earthlings. Earthlings. So Anna Maria could only watch 20 minutes of it, and she cried. I cried several times and went back 3 times to watch it. But this was a wonderful Woody Harrelson who took his lots of money and snuck into slaughterhouses, including kosher slaughterhouses, by the way, and showed you what a fraud that is. The top kosher place in the United States of America. Don't buy the nonsense. Nonsense is nonsense. You can never change it. So people have been coming to the Institute for over 60 years. Not with only disease, but some people come to prevent disease. Some people come to prevent aging. But other people have come and they've been able to adapt the lifestyle and reverse catastrophic disease. We're not lucky like a doctor's office or a hospital where people come when they're first sick. Most of the people we work with who are sick, medicine has failed them, including natural medicine has failed them. Because most natural medicine's a joke to begin with. Go to the average natural medicine doctor, they do all of these tests and say, chelation therapy, chemical vitamin C, go home and eat fried chicken. They don't want to change you. They want to extract money from you. And they don't know any better. They don't know any better. I'm not here to say everyone is wrong. It's just we're not right enough. Do you follow? I'm not right enough. You're not right enough. And we should always try to be better and know more and open more and enjoy more and love more. And until you are really happy, you haven't reached your goal.